previously on ITW.
We know you have a lot of questions. You guys have all different kinds of devices. Everybody who's watching the show, please, if you see David, please help him. We are going to work on David to get him better with his other devices.
I thought this was what you were
We kind of serve as the middleman between CNI, Curriculum and Instruction, and ISNS, the Information Support System. If you go to cmslearns.org, that you'll be able to find a lot of different information about the district. David, did I talk to you about Google Apps for Education?
Man, forget that, dude.
What, all you gotta do is open it up. What'd I say?
David, how are things going with ITW?
Oh, it is going awesome so far.
Oh,
Going
good.
really well. Yeah, we're about to shoot our second show.
Good.
Yeah.
Good stuff. So, what you going to be talking about in this one?
This week is Google Apps for Education. Man.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I like
knew you'd like
Google
it.
Apps.
I knew you'd like that.
Love the Google.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah. One problem though, Jake.
Yeah.
I don't know how this is kind of awkward. Aubrey. He is over the top about this Google Apps for Education. Like I'm at like a 3 or 4 or 5 maybe.
He's
Aubrey's like
12?
an 18.
Okay.
I mean, he
18.
is. Oh,
Wow.
he's up there.
Wow.
He's up there. So I don't know what to do, man. It's just you see me and you see him, and it's just two completely.
I got you covered.
You can help me out.
I can help you out today. We'll get that.
I appreciate that, man. That's good looking out.
We'll bring it out for you.
Good.
No
Good.
worries.
Good.
What's up, everybody? It's Aubrey Harrison, David Casavecchia here, bringing you another edition of ITW, the show that helps you incorporate technology into your classroom. David, what we got on today's show for today?
Awesome show today, Aubrey. Awesome show. We're going to talk about Google Apps for Education, man.
Yes.
So I'm excited. Obviously,
Yes.
you're a little
Google Apps!
a little pumped up about it, I think.
A little pumped.
So
I'm a little excited.
there you go. We also have what else do we have?
We have a face-to-face. We're doing a face-to-face interview. We're going to try to bring you guys some interviews with some people that are in the district that have some good information for you. Today we have Brent Hardis. He's a project
ISS.
manager.
Yeah.
In information systems and support. He has some good information. So we got the highlights of that interview. We want to show that to you guys. Stay tuned and watch that interview.
Awesome. All right, so today we're going to talk a little bit about Google Apps for Education. I'm excited. I'm ready to go.
That's
How about
right.
you?
I got a lot of stuff I want to talk about. Google Apps for Education.
That's it.
All right.
Okay.
Here we go.
Aubrey,
Just-
I'm sorry. Bill needs you, so if you can
Oh,
go
okay.
talk to him.
I'll be right back.
How you doing? Holy cow. Man, he is wound up on this Google Apps for Education. So what?
It's
I don't
great.
even-
It's
what is
great.
Google Apps for
I
Education?
understand his enthusiasm, but we can bring it down
Yeah,
a level,
let's-
and it's going to be
Thank
good.
you, thank
Okay.
you. So what is Google Apps?
Google Apps for Education is everything Google offers anyone with a personal account. So Google Apps are all the things Google offers.
Gotcha.
What Apps for Education does is allow us in CMS to have our own environment of Google products. So our CMS accounts are Google Apps accounts. However, we can dial off like Gmail, because you don't want to send and receive with a Gmail if we already have Microsoft Exchange doing the email. It would just make it so you wouldn't have email at all.
Yeah.
Cause a conflict. So we turn off Gmail. We turn off different aspects that we don't want students to have. Like they cannot have Google Hangouts if they're not,
Oh,
or
yeah.
Google Plus accounts
you don't
if
want
they're
to do
not
that.
13 or older.
Yeah.
So we can turn off different aspects, but still get the advantages of all the great products that Google
Sounds
offers.
awesome.
We also don't have advertisements in
That
those
might be the best
products.
part.
Like
Might
in
be the
Google
best.
Drive, a
Yes.
personal account, you start seeing ads over
Popping
there.
up
It
and-
doesn't do that in Google Apps for Education.
Good.
So we get all the benefits without the kind of
Yeah.
uglier sides of it.
Gotcha.
More storage.
Ooh, how much storage they have?
30
That's also a good thing.
Home,
Another plus.
anywhere in the world, you can access it from any device.
Any device?
Cross-platform. It's awesome.
Like my iPhone that I have.
Absolutely. You get the
Android
Google
phone.
Drive app, you'll see it. Android works perfectly. It is a Google product, so
Wow.
it does great with
Wow.
that.
Any laptop.
Yes.
Chromebook, obviously. Revolves
Yes.
the teachers have.
I
the
have
MacBooks.
accessed Google Drive on an Ouya, which is an Android-based game system.
Okay, Jake. Let's.
Okay,
let's
this is crazy
let's-
stuff.
What about these apps that they have?
Yeah,
Talk
so
about
Google
the
Apps. We talked right now, the storage and everything is Google Drive,
Yeah.
which is like a virtual cloud.
Yeah. Cloud
hard
storage.
drive.
Kinda like Dropbox a little bit, maybe.
Yeah. So other Google apps are Google Calendar, very popular. Teachers can make calendars with meeting invitations, so anyone can look at
that's
the
nice.
calendar and put their name on it. Say, I want to meet with you at this time, and the teacher just looks at the calendar and sees who's there.
Nice.
You can also work with contacts and groups, and we even have YouTube is one of the Google apps for education. Of course, teachers can see that here.
That's blocked for students.
It's blocked, but they have a YouTube account with their address. It's just filtered right now. So all of these are just every product that Google has. As I mentioned earlier, Gmail would be one of the products that is not available with your account. But when you log into Google on any browser, if you just go to google.com and log in, you'll see a little 3x3 box in the top right corner.
I did see that.
You click on that, you'll see the apps that you have access
Those
to.
are apps?
Yeah. If you don't have any app, or if
I'm thinking of my
you don't see
iPhone.
it,
I'm thinking of all these.
it's not
these
in there.
iPhone apps. So those are apps.
These are apps in your browser.
I got you.
Now, the iPhone has Google Apps. You can get the Drive app, you can get the Calendar, you can get Sites.
Yeah.
Google Sites is another one. That website, it's great because you can, with Google Apps for Education, we can actually define who has access to a website. So
nice.
you could make an
filter it.
intranet for your classroom using Google Sites. Just like our intranet here at CMS. Only CMS employees can access the intranet. You can make an intranet that only your
For your
students
class.
could access.
It's like the My CMS.
And
You
it's
can create
quick.
like a My Classroom Google site.
Very
Awesome.
easy to do.
Awesome. So now you've kind of told us about students and maybe what's filtered. So how can the teachers use this in the classroom with students? What do students have the ability to use?
So students have the ability to use everything we talked about that teachers have. Save, Google Plus, and Hangouts. Teachers do have accounts, but students do not because of the 13 requirements and all that. What students can do, they can get in using their Gaggle email address. So that's going to be their first name, last name, first initial, last name, last
4 digits.
4 of their student ID at cms.gaggle.net. The password to Google Apps for a student is the same as their password for Gaggle.
And I know what I've done at my school is I actually had, for every teacher, I printed out a Google login, username, password, Gaggle login, and they have it in their classroom hanging up. So this way, when the students get, because Google Gaggle kind of gets all wrapped up
And really,
confused. So
students and teachers can access to Google straight through Gaggle.
wow,
And
that might be another episode.
But if you just log into Gaggle, you can
Gotcha.
get to Google Drive
Gotcha.
and have those.
Awesome,
parts. So
man.
it's
Awesome.
really good stuff.
We appreciate Jake coming by today and kind of keep it a little more low key. You know, Aubrey's gotten, I don't know where he is, talking to Bill.
Kingston. I see your face drop, you touch my heart, disappear.
I provide you great people out there in CMS with quotes for AV equipment, interactive whiteboards, and various other things. I am in charge of closed circuit systems for all the schools, which means if you have your channel 7 up, I'm there to help it get repaired if it goes down. I'm also in charge of your video conferencing. I'm in charge of a lot of other queues for repairs as well, and I do training on TriCasters. And the TriCaster is actually very cool. What it is it's going to every high school in the district. It's going to give the high school, or any school that has it, the ability to do green screen sets, the ability to digitally switch between cameras, to put titles over video. This is all for your closed circuit systems, or for your closed circuit channel 7 news for your kids. It's supposed to really help your high school students, mainly for their transcripts. They can put this down and say that this is part of their skills, and it's going to really look good on college applications, and it really will bring out someone's creativity when it comes to being able to do stuff like that. And it's
That's
a
really
very,
cool.
very professional device. So if you learn this, you'll know something that a lot of professionals are actually using. Sure. About 2009, 2010 was when they first came about. We had to design it. I actually had to design the first ones. What it is it's a wall-mounted projector with 2 speakers on both ends, and comes down to a little end on the front of the classroom where it has a VGA cable and a 3.5 and HDMI to connect to your computer. Also has a little VGA splitter so that you can see your computer monitor and the projector at the same time. It's a great way to have a projection system to be able to see everything and basically be interactive without being interactive, and it cuts the cost of purchasing an interactive board by half. Every school in the district will be getting a classroom projection system. If a classroom does not have one, it will be getting one. Now, it's going to be a long process. We're starting with high schools, and we're going down to middle and elementary. Like I say, it's going to be a long process, and there's going to be a little bit of hiccups, but when it's all said and done, it's going to be great. And the teachers already that have them love them. It enhances their teaching ability so much. Well, they can either email me directly, and I'll be able to help them, or they can go directly to the technology wiki, or they can go to the AV wiki. And either way, the quote request will come to me at brent1.hardis. So either way, I'm going to be the one that helps you out.
That's great. Well, Brent, again, I want to thank you very much. You're a great asset to have to this district. We really appreciate you being here and doing what you do on an everyday basis. And again, having him on the show hopefully gave you guys some good information about all different kinds of things, classroom projection systems, purchasing equipment, AV equipment. So I appreciate you being here.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Okay, that's going to just about do it for this week's show. Aubrey, what do we have going on?
Well, we have our first giveaway.
Nice.
We want to make sure that we can give you guys some items that you guys can use. So what we're asking for you guys is if you guys can send us either via tweet or by email how you guys are using Google Apps for education in your classroom, or how your teachers are using it. What are your students doing with it? Maybe even how you're doing it as an entire school. Maybe you guys are using it to organize your files, using it for mass communications. However you're using it, please send us the email, send us a tweet. We have 3 bottles that we're going to give away, so we're going to send us our top 3 tweets, and we're going to give those away, give these away to you guys.
Next week. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in, guys, to another edition of ITW. Make sure you guys send us your responses to what we need via Twitter at CMS to the core, or our email address is itw@cms.k12.nc.us. And also, we want to hear any questions, any comments you guys have, any topic suggestions. What do you guys want to hear about?
That's right. That's right.
So make sure you guys do that. And thanks again for tuning in for another edition of ITW.